Pastor Mark Biltz here from Shaddai Ministries. Thank you again so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and share. Also, please like this video, and we would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, now we're going to add some more dates. So here we go. Again, this is what we already have. What I'm showing you up here right now, we know it was, the promise was given in 2023. We know it was a Shemitah year. We know it was 430 years later is when Moses leads them out. We know it was 480 years later, the foundation of the temple was laid. 7 years later, it was finished. And then in the 8th year, which was the 11th year or so of Solomon, we see that it was the year of Jubilee. Now I'm going to fill in some mathematical blanks to help you fill some things in. We know 1 Kings 6:1 says it was the 4th year of Solomon. Do you know what that means? That means 4 years earlier he became king. Not rocket science. And he became king when David dies. So therefore we know in the year 2929 is the very year David died and Solomon became king. That's why it's the 4th year that he lays the foundation of the temple. Is everyone following my math? Okay, then what do we find? When you know David ruled for 40 years, not only did he die in 2929, he became king in 2889 then. You following me? So now we know exactly what year from creation David became king. Well, guess what else we know? Okay, it was 436 years since the Exodus. Now, here we go. We know King Solomon was 40 years and he dies. So in 2969, Rehoboam became king. And then King Rehoboam dies in 2986. Well, we know how old he dies. So that tells us he was born in 2928, a year before King David died. So David got to know his grandson for a year, and Solomon hadn't been king yet. But now we can also, when you work back both directions, things come together. Okay, 374 more years go by, and then we come to the year 3360, which we know is a Shemitah year by reading Jeremiah 34. If you read Jeremiah 34, they decided to declare liberty. And then when Nebuchadnezzar left, they put everyone back in bondage. And in Jeremiah 34, God says, you did right in declaring liberty, but now you took everybody back. Therefore, you're going to be destroyed. And the very next year, the temple was destroyed in the year 3361 from Adam. Okay, has everyone got that? Now, by doing the calculations, we see the temple stood for 420 years, which is exactly what Jewish history says. Okay, we also know the kings of Judah reigned 472 years. We know that. Okay, and do you see I put a yellow circle around 3361? I put the circle around 3361 because the year 3361 AM is our constant. We know from the Bible that no matter what, it was 3,361 years from Adam to the destruction of the temple. The problem is, where do you put Adam? Is everyone following me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This is a rock solid constant. Now, where do we put it on our calendar? See, that's what I haven't done.